卵ちゃんです。一人合わせて、卵です。So there's no news today. Seriously. Probably the biggest news is that Arashi is all five in a new commercial for Hitachi. They make a whole bunch of different stuff, but they make home appliances, and that's the segment that they're going to be in. There's a commercial where Ono basically appoints different appliances for each member. So far there's 2 commercials. Sho is for a vacuum, and Aiba is for a washing machine. And that's all we know for now, I think. So Sho's commercial shows him getting really, really excited while vacuuming, and he's like talking about his friends coming over to visit and things like that. And Aiba's has him happily throwing his clothes into the washer, and at the end he pulls off his sweater that he's wearing and puts it in as well. And I have so many friends who were really disappointed because they were like, "It's summer, why is he wearing a shirt underneath it?" I think they just wanted to see him shirtless. So, also, Arashi has been playing clips of their new songs on the album on their respective radio shows. Aiba played Movin On and Refrain. Nino and June played Summer Splash. And Summer Splash kind of reminds me of their olden days, where many of their songs were kind of 60s, 70s inspired. So I really, really like it. Summer Splash is the bomb, yo. I mean, Summer Splash is awesome. So what do you guys think of the songs? If you're waiting for the album, I think that you're going to be thoroughly pleased when it shows up. Usually for singles, I listen to radio rips if they're really good. And for albums, I try to hold back, but it's hard. But I just can't help it. I can't help it, I'm sorry. So Perfume was on last week's episode of Himitsu no Arashi Chan, and it was kind of all sorts of epic. It really was. Aiba's wink was hilarious. That poor child can't wink. Yeah, that's just, it was sad. What else? Yeah, see, that's about it for news. There really isn't anything. But no news is good news sometimes, right? This week's top question comes from username 118Arashi, and I was asked where I find all the latest news on Arashi. Now, I think I may have answered this question at some point before, but it wasn't really in depth, and that video is deleted now, so I think I'll just do it again. I get my info from a lot of different places. There's LiveJournal, which is where I get most of my information. There's various communities, and mostly I get it from Arashi-chan, but there's other communities as well. I also get my information from Twitter. There are news feeds for that. And unfortunately, if you can't read Japanese, it doesn't really help you. But there's the official Johnny's website that has information such as places that they're going to appear on TV shows, or album information, things like that. There's also a few news websites like Yahoo and I can't remember the name of the other one. And I also have friends in Japan that I chat with, and we kind of talk about Arashi, and they give me little information that's hard to find other places. Last week, my friend went to a Shiogare taping. Oh, she said that she was in the last row, but even then she was only about 5 meters away from them. That's like 16 feet. She said that Nino's legs are super duper skinny. That was kind of the only thing that she said, because apparently they're not really allowed to talk about what happened during the show. But I guess next week is the one that she was at, so I was about 10 to 15 feet away at the concert last year. And I don't really remember Nino's legs, but I do remember thinking, oh my goodness, Nino is tiny. I mean, they're all actually really tiny in real life. I was kind of more the closest to the size that I was expecting. June was kind of close too, but Ono and Nino and Sho are really, really tiny. I knew that Ono was small, so for some reason that didn't shock me as much. And I think his hair helped make him look a little less tiny. But for some reason, when Nino came around, all I could think of was, oh my goodness, he is tiny. Tiny. And Sho's actually tiny too, but he's like got muscles, so it's like tiny muscles. It's really weird. I don't really know how to explain it. Anyway, I hope that answered most of your questions. If you guys know a great place to get information and news, leave a comment or video response. Keep sending in those questions, guys, if you've got them. Some of the questions that are coming in the moderator box are going to be difficult to answer. You guys are doing some really good questions, and I'm going to have some trouble answering them probably. Anyways, but I'll do my best. Also, I've been getting requests from people to do another internet fan meet, and I'm going to try to schedule one really soon. So hopefully you guys, I'm really excited. There was somebody who suggested a place called tinychat.com instead of Stickcam, and I might use that because there might be less lag. I'm not sure. I know Stickcam is pretty busy most of the time, so we'll have to see. So that's it for this week. See you guys later. Bye!